Ever wondered what the world's richest nerds do when they're not busy changing the world? Try mixed martial arts training, yacht racing, and stockpiling enough supplies to survive the apocalypse. These tech titans didn't just revolutionize our smartphones and search engines, they also redefined what it means to have expensive taste in hobbies. Spoiler alert, their idea of relaxing involves way more adrenaline than your average Netflix binge. Hello everyone, welcome back to Wow Amazing, where today we're diving deep into the bizarre world of billionaire pastimes that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about how the ultra-rich spend their free time. Before we start exploring these mind-blowing millionaire hobbies, smash that subscribe button like these tech titans, smash their monthly budgets on completely insane activities. And don't forget to ring that notification bell. It won't cost you a private island, but it'll make sure you never miss our latest content about the weird and wonderful world of the wealthy. Number 11, Larry Page's. Let's start our billionaire hobby tour with someone who took getting away from it all to a completely different level. Larry Page, the Google co-founder worth over $120 billion, isn't content with just owning one vacation home. This guy decided that entire islands in the South Pacific weren't just nice to visit, they were necessary to own. That's right. While most people dream about maybe affording a beach house someday, Page went ahead and bought multiple private islands where he can disappear from the world whenever Silicon Valley gets too stressful. But Page isn't just collecting islands like Pokemon cards. He's turned these tropical paradises into his personal adventure sports playground. Unlike his Google co-founder, Sergey Brin, who loves showing off his acrobatic skills, Page keeps his outdoor adventures relatively private. But when you spot someone kiteboarding in some of the most remote and beautiful locations on Earth, there's a good chance you're looking at one of the world's most successful search engine architects living his best island life. The best part? When Page wants to change scenery, he doesn't just drive to a different beach, he flies to a completely different island that he also happens to own. Now, if you think owning private islands is the ultimate way to prepare for anything life throws at you, wait until you meet our next tech titan, who's taken the concept of being prepared to absolutely insane levels. Number 10, Sam Altman. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI and the mastermind behind ChatGPT, lives a life that's split between two completely opposite extremes. On one hand, Altman is a speed demon who owns not one, but two McLarens and a Tesla, spending his weekends racing around tracks at breakneck speeds. On the other hand, he's a full-blown doomsday prepper who stockpiled enough survival supplies to make zombie apocalypse enthusiasts jealous. Think about that for a second. The same guy building artificial intelligence that could one day take over the world is also getting ready in case it really does. Altman's garage looks like a luxury car showroom, but his basement probably looks like a military bunker. We're talking guns, gold, potassium iodide, antibiotics, batteries, water purification systems, and enough gas masks to supply a small army. Most people prepare for rainy days by keeping an umbrella handy. Altman prepares for nuclear war and robot uprisings by turning his home into a survivalist paradise. The irony is almost too perfect. By day, he's building the AI that could potentially end civilization as we know it, and by night, he's preparing to survive when it does. From preparing for the apocalypse to training like he's already living in one, our next billionaire has developed some seriously unexpected talents. Number 9, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, the Meta CEO who brought us Facebook and the metaverse, has been quietly building a skill set that would make action movie heroes impressed. Most people know Zuckerberg as the hoodie-wearing tech founder who connected the world through social media, but scroll through his Instagram account, and you'll discover a completely different side of the man behind one of the world's largest social media platforms. Zuckerberg has become seriously obsessed with mixed martial arts and combat sports. This guy trains hard enough that he's sustained actual injuries while sparring. He's been spotted ringside at UFC fights, studying techniques, and probably taking mental notes about submission holds and striking combinations. When Zuckerberg isn't busy perfecting his ground game or working on his jab-cross combination, he switches gears completely and picks up an acoustic guitar. That's right, the same hands that practice choking out training partners also create beautiful music during his downtime. His social media feeds reveal a guy who's equally comfortable strumming peaceful melodies and throwing punches in a combat sports gym. Who would have predicted that the nerdy college student who created Facebook in his Harvard dorm room would grow up to become a guitar-playing martial artist? Most billionaires collect art or vintage wines. Zuckerberg collects bruises and guitar calluses. Number 8. Tim Cook. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, and the man responsible for putting iPhones in everyone's pockets, has a morning routine that would make Olympic athletes exhausted just thinking about it. Most people hit the snooze button when their alarm goes off. Cook is already sending work emails by 4:30 a.m., which means he's been awake and functional, while the rest of the world is still dreaming. But that's just the warm-up act. By 5 a.m., while most people are still debating whether they really need to get out of bed, Cook is already crushing his workout at the gym. This isn't a gentle morning stretch routine. We're talking about a full-intensity gym session that would leave most people needing a nap before lunch. And Cook powers through these early morning workout sessions fueled entirely by energy bars, like some kind of corporate superhero who runs on compressed nutrition and pure determination. After conquering both his inbox and the weight room before sunrise, Cook still has enough energy left over for his real passion: outdoor adventures that would make extreme sports enthusiasts nervous. Rock climbing and cycling aren't just weekend activities for Cook. They're his way of unwinding from the stress of running one of the world's most valuable companies. When Cook needs to clear his head and challenge himself physically, he doesn't just go for a casual bike ride around the neighborhood. He heads to places like Yosemite and Zion National Parks, where he can cycle through some of the most challenging and beautiful terrain in America. Cook has basically turned extreme morning productivity into an art form, proving that when you're running Apple, even your relaxation time needs to be optimized for maximum efficiency. Number 7, Larry Ellison. From conquering mountains to conquering oceans, our next tech billionaire has made the entire Pacific his personal playground. Larry Ellison, the Oracle CTO worth over $100 billion, didn't just get into sailing as a hobby, he turned it into a full-scale maritime empire that would make ancient sea captains jealous. Ellison partly financed the Oracle Team USA sailing team, which won the prestigious America's Cup yacht race in 2010. But calling Ellison a sponsor would be like calling the ocean damp. This guy has been personally racing yachts since the 1990s, with the intensity of someone trying to conquer the 7 seas. In a hilarious moment of self-awareness, Ellison once told CBS, "It's funny because I realized after losing twice that my personality wouldn't allow me to quit while losing. And then after winning the America's Cup, I discovered my personality doesn't allow me to quit while winning. I don't smoke, but I do sail." That's the most billionaire thing anyone has ever said about being unable to quit an expensive hobby. When Ellison isn't busy racing against the world's best sailing teams, he retreats to his personal 88-meter super yacht called Musashi. This floating palace doesn't just have the standard luxury yacht amenities like hot tubs and helicopter landing pads. Ellison's yacht boasts an elevator, a full beauty salon, and, because apparently even billionaires need to practice their free throws, a complete basketball court. Imagine playing pickup basketball while cruising through international waters on your own private yacht. That's not just living the dream, that's living a dream that most people couldn't even imagine having. Ellison has essentially turned the entire Pacific Ocean into his personal sports complex where he can race competitively or shoot hoops depending on his mood. Most people are impressed when they can afford a nice boat. Ellison created his own floating sports empire. Number 6, Sergey Brin. Sergey Brin, the Google co-founder who helped organize the world's information, apparently decided that wasn't challenging enough and set out to reorganize his relationship with gravity. During his time at Google's headquarters, Brin was famous for rollerblading around the campus, treating the hallways and outdoor spaces like his personal skating rink. Brin's real passion lies in activities that most people would consider borderline insane: gymnastics, trapeze, and roller hockey. In the book Sergey Brin and Larry Page, Founders of Google, author Stephanie Sammartino McPherson revealed that Brin tried out for multiple sports teams while at Stanford University. Clearly, the guy who wasn't satisfied with just creating the world's most popular search engine also wasn't satisfied with just mastering one physically demanding sport. In his own words, Brin has said, "I like to do a variety of acrobatic things," which might be the most casual way anyone has ever described a hobby list that includes flying through the air on trapeze equipment. His approach to physical challenges mirrors his approach to technological ones. If something seems impossible, that just makes it more interesting to figure out. Brin has essentially turned his body into a real-life physics experiment, constantly testing the limits of what's possible when you combine serious wealth with serious dedication to defying gravity. Most people get nervous standing on a chair. Brin gets nervous if he's not flipping through the air at least once a week. While Brin was busy defying the laws of physics with his individual acrobatics, his fellow tech CEO was developing an equally intense obsession with watching other people defy the laws of physics on soccer fields around the world. Number 5. Sundar Pichai. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Alphabet Inc. and the man overseeing Google's parent company, proves that you can take the boy out of India, but you can't take the Indian soccer passion out of the boy. Pichai's love for soccer isn't just casual weekend viewing. It's a lifelong obsession that borders on religious devotion. He's a vocal supporter of FC Barcelona and their former captain Lionel Messi, following their games with the intensity of someone whose happiness depends entirely on whether his team wins or loses. In 2017, Pichai's soccer fandom reached its ultimate peak when FC Barcelona invited him to visit Camp Nou and the club's facilities. Imagine being so successful in tech that professional soccer teams start inviting you to hang out with your favorite players. Pichai got to meet his soccer heroes and received a personalized Barcelona jersey, basically living every soccer fan's ultimate fantasy. But Pichai's soccer obsession doesn't stop at club level. He follows international tournaments like the World Cup and Copa America with the dedication of a sports analyst, often taking to Twitter to congratulate teams and players on their victories. This isn't just polite corporate social media posting. Pichai genuinely gets emotionally invested in matches and celebrates victories like he was personally involved in the game. And here's what makes Pichai's soccer passion even more impressive. He doesn't just follow men's soccer. After the USA women's national soccer team won the 2019 Women's World Cup, Pichai took to Twitter to congratulate Megan Rapinoe and her teammates. Most CEOs might casually mention major sporting events. Pichai turns major sporting events into personal celebrations that he shares with millions of followers. The guy who manages one of the world's largest technology companies still gets as excited about a perfectly executed goal as he probably did when he was a kid watching matches in Tamil Nadu. But if you think following real-world sports with religious devotion is impressive, our next tech revolutionary has found a way to turn virtual achievements into his primary source of relaxation and stress relief. Number 4. Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and X, runs companies that are literally trying to revolutionize transportation and space exploration. So how does someone who spends his days thinking about electric cars and Mars colonization unwind? By staying up all night playing video games like a teenager who just discovered online gaming. According to his ex-girlfriend Grimes, Musk stayed up all night playing Elden Ring when it first came out, completely losing track of time while exploring the game's massive fantasy world. Musk has admitted that gaming helps him relax and decompress, emphasizing how much he enjoys the camaraderie of playing with friends across different locations. For someone who's constantly dealing with the pressure of running multiple billion-dollar companies, gaming provides a digital escape where the only stakes are virtual achievements and online bragging rights. Last year, Musk took his gaming passion to the next level by live streaming himself playing Diablo 4 on X, his own social media platform. Thousands of people watched one of the world's wealthiest men battle demons and collect loot in real time. It's surreal to think that the same person who's designing rockets to reach Mars also gets genuinely excited about finding rare weapons in video games. While Musk was building his digital empire one video game victory at a time, our next CEO was nurturing a much deeper connection to a sport that literally shaped his entire worldview and cultural identity. Number 3. Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, proves that no amount of corporate success can diminish the power of growing up with a sport ingrained in your cultural DNA. For Nadella, cricket isn't just entertainment, it's a fundamental part of his identity that connects him to his roots in Hyderabad, India. As an Indian and a South Asian, I think it's more than a religion. For all of us, it's what we grew up with, Nadella once told the Times of India. perfectly capturing how deeply cricket flows through his veins. Cricket for most of us South Asians is an obsession, he continued, and Nadella's personal history proves that his obsession started early and never faded. As a child, Nadella had posters of cricket legends like M.L. Jassima decorating his bedroom walls, right alongside philosophical figures like Karl Marx. That's quite the combination. Revolutionary political theory and cricket statistics sharing the same wall space. Nadella didn't just watch cricket as a kid, he played as an off-spinner for his school's first EMOS team, developing his skills on what he fondly remembers as the dusty fields of the Deccan Plateau. As CEO of one of the world's largest technology companies, Nadella became a co-owner of the Seattle Orcas, an American professional cricket team. Think about that for a moment. The man running Microsoft decided that owning part of a cricket team was a worthwhile investment of his time and money. For Nadella, cricket represents more than just a sport or even a hobby. It's a profound part of his cultural heritage and personal identity that he's carried from the dusty fields of India to the boardrooms of Seattle. Most executives try to distance themselves from their childhood interests as they climb the corporate ladder. Nadella turned his childhood obsession into a professional investment, proving that some passions are too important to outgrow. And if cricket represents Nadella's connection to his cultural roots, our next tech founder decided to completely reinvent his physical roots through a transformation so dramatic it redefined what's possible for busy executives. Number 2, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and one of the world's wealthiest individuals, decided that conquering global commerce wasn't enough of a challenge. He also needed to conquer his own physical limitations in the most dramatic way possible. Over the years, Bezos has become increasingly dedicated to fitness, transforming himself from a typical tech executive into what his fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, calls a monster in the gym. When your romantic partner describes your workout intensity using the word monster, you know you've taken fitness to a completely different level. Bezos trains with Wes Okerson, a personal trainer whose previous clients include action star Tom Cruise. That should give you an idea of the intensity and precision that goes into Bezos' workout routine. We're not talking about casual morning jogs or weekend tennis matches. This is Hollywood action hero-level fitness training that would leave most people questioning their life choices. Bezos focuses on low-impact, high-resistance exercises like rowing and weightlifting, building functional strength rather than just aesthetic muscle. But his fitness routine doesn't stop at the gym. Bezos takes his workouts outdoors with activities like kayaking, paddleboarding, and hill running, turning the natural world into his personal fitness equipment. And in case you were wondering whether his dramatic physical transformation involved any pharmaceutical assistance, Bezos has firmly denied rumors about performance-enhancing drugs or steroids. According to him, his success comes from dedication to his workout routine, careful attention to his diet, and, perhaps most importantly, for a busy CEO, getting a solid 8 hours of sleep every night. The irony is beautiful. The man who built a company famous for delivering everything overnight has discovered that his personal fitness transformation requires old-fashioned patience and consistency. Bezos has essentially treated his body like a long-term business investment, applying the same methodical approach that built Amazon into the fitness regimen that built his impressive physique. Most billionaires buy expensive toys to show off their wealth. Bezos turned his own body into the ultimate status symbol. Number 1, Bill Gates. Finally, we arrive at a hobby that's perfectly suited for someone with unlimited financial resources and a lifelong appreciation for exceptional engineering. Bill Gates, the Microsoft co-founder and one of history's most successful entrepreneurs, has channeled his passion for precision and innovation into collecting some of the world's most extraordinary automobiles. Gates doesn't just own cars, he curates a collection that reads like a love letter to automotive engineering excellence. His estate in Medina, Washington features a 20-car garage that's essentially a private museum showcasing decades of automotive innovation. Gates's automotive obsession began in 1979 when he purchased his first supercar, a Porsche 911, using his early Microsoft earnings. That purchase started a love affair with Porsches that has lasted over 4 decades and grown into a collection that would make car enthusiasts weep with envy. His collection includes rare and coveted models like the Porsche 959 sports car, of which only 345 units were ever manufactured. Owning a Porsche 959 isn't just about having an expensive car. It's about owning a piece of automotive history that represents the absolute pinnacle of 1980s engineering. But Gates's automotive passion extends beyond Porsches. He also owns a Ferrari 348, one of the last models designed by the legendary Enzo Ferrari himself. That's like owning a piece of art created by Michelangelo, except this art can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. Additionally, Gates's garage houses luxury sedans like the Rolls-Royce Ghost, showcasing his appreciation for both high-performance sports cars and refined luxury transportation. For Gates, car collecting isn't just about displaying wealth. It's a genuine appreciation for exceptional engineering and innovative design. Each vehicle in his collection represents a breakthrough in automotive technology or a masterpiece of design thinking. It's fitting that the man who revolutionized personal computing would be drawn to machines that revolutionize personal transportation. Gates has essentially created a private showcase of humanity's greatest automotive achievements, proving that some hobbies are worth investing in regardless of the cost. And there you have it, folks, a journey through the wonderfully weird world of billionaire hobbies that proves money really can buy happiness. As long as your idea of happiness involves owning private islands, racing yachts, and stockpiling apocalypse supplies. From Tim Cook's 4:30 a.m. email marathons to Sam Altman's doomsday prepper lifestyle, these tech titans have redefined what it means to have expensive taste in recreational activities. Who knew that building digital empires would lead to such creative ways of spending all that money? These billionaire hobbies are fascinating because they show us that even the world's most successful people need ways to challenge themselves outside of their professional achievements. Whether it's Mark Zuckerberg learning mixed martial arts or Sergey Brin defying gravity with trapeze work, these tech leaders prove that success doesn't mean settling for boring pastimes. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and share this video with anyone who needs to feel better about their own hobby budget. And don't forget to subscribe to Wow Amazing for more incredible stories about the wealthy and their wonderful weirdness. Drop a comment below and let us know which billionaire hobby surprised you the most, or tell us what ridiculous hobby you'd pursue if money were no object. This has been Wow Amazing, signing off until our next exploration into the fascinating world of the ultra-wealthy.